Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Johnson, and it's Culver in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Green, and it's Tucker in at the 5, roaming the paint. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seed. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Johnson against Westbrook, unloads from 13, and Green gets it to go.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now, here's Culver. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. Lets it fly from 18, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Man, what a nice read, boy. Exquisite, perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
Here's Westbrook in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. Now the pass to Harden. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Now you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger. Staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
Now, here's Culver. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. In the corner, Harden over Johnson. Again, the miss by Harden. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A nice shot by Culver.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Now Westbrook, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Green against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Covington. Here's Green. Hangs in the air. And he lays it up and in.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Outside, Towns. Back to Beasley. The tray. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
Yeah, and what a gut-wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
And, Greg, typically there's one statistic that jumps out at you when you're looking at what decided the game. And in that one, it was all about the rebounding battle.
Russell finds Towns. Johnson with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Outstanding vision, plus the height of Towns allows him to see over defenders.
And here's Westbrook. Harden outside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Off target from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Beasley in the post, guarded by Harden. And that one is good by Beasley.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. A 24-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And at the top of the key, Towns. He kicks it to Russell. Fires from 14. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can illustrate.
Oh, what a dunk!
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russell's career.
Now here's Westbrook after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Back to Westbrook. Over Russell. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Harden. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Now here's Johnson, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Here's Towns. He gets that one.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Green. Now here's Covington. He's guarded closely. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, Covington really is fantastic at getting his arms high in the air when he's attempting a shot inside. Really gives the defense no chance to catch up to it or get to it.
Here's Culver after the made shot from Robert Covington. Down low, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Rockets leading by 4. Westbrook scanning the floor. Dishes it to Harden. Pass to Tucker. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Towns. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
Outside Westbrook. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Johnson, the pass to Towns. And he hits it to tie the game up. Towns has got 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Covington. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando. A nice shot by Tucker.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Beasley against Harden. Pass to Johnson. Kicks to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Over Westbrook. Here's Towns. No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and, you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Clark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, there's so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams, but you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. And the Rockets making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 4. He's guarded by Rivers. Shoots from 12. Misses off the right iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Rebound, Minnesota. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Timberwolves. The pass to Green. Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. And both free throws good for Gordon.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
And Lehman now top of the key. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie, defended by Gordon. The shot. Okogie misses. Rockets leading by 4. Carroll passes to Green. Right block shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Okogie. Back to Lehman. The 3. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Rivers. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Gordon. Hernan Gomez against Cephalosha. And they'll turn over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 4. .27 seconds left in the first quarter. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here's Rivers. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Launches a 3. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent. We have great veterans. We have a great front office, a great coaching staff. So with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
Yep, one step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to have.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And so it's Houston with it, following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to McLemore. Elbow shot. And again, the Rockets good for 2. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Here's Rivers following the 3 by Minnesota. Gordon. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. There's Lehman. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. It's deflected. Rivers dishes to Carroll. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Lehman. 8 points for him. Rivers with it. And Lehman pulls it down.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's a Kogi. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And it's Carroll with the ball for Houston. Defended by Gordon. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Spellman. The pass to Okogie. 4 on the clock. Here's Spellman, defended by Gordon. Okogie misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And he gets the bucket. Green's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Okogie. Now Hernan Gomez to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Okogie, defended by Gordon. Okogie misses.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Passes it to Culver. Back to Russell. Over Rivers. And it's good off the back rim and in. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Now here's Rivers. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Carroll. To the middle. Goes up on the block, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Russell looking around. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And this is what you get with a bigger guard. D'Angelo able to finish through contact.
And here's Rivers. He kicks to McLemore. And here's Gordon from outside. That shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Layman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So for the Rockets, Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. Harden comes in for Gordon, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Timberwolves also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Amari Spellman, and James Johnson is subbed in for Juan Hernangomez. So he gets them both. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to McLemore. Pulls it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell with a wide open look. Offline with his three. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
And the first one at the line is good.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination. Nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for the Rockets. Second free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Russell passes to Johnson, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Rockets trail by 3. Westbrook with it. And there's the pass to Sefolosha. Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. That one goes. Count it. Layman's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Pass to Sefolosha. Now here's Tucker. Houston moving it around. Harden inside the three-point line. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Layman gets the bucket. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Russell finds Towns. Now Culver, guarded by Tucker. Back to Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Timberwolves leading by 5. The feed now to Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled him.
Here's Tucker after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Culver, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, and how about another trait for Culver? That elite body control, even through contact, special. Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff. And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's Westbrook. 8 points for him. Pass to Harden. Now Covington. Over Johnson. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota leading by 12. Beasley with a clean look. The 3-pointer no good. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Tucker the pass to Covington. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Russell kicks to Culver. Right side Towns. Outside Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Culver. And it's off from three-point range.
He hit 1-3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Takes it out to Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Johnson.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
He's off on the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And he sinks the second. 1:31 left in the first half. Russell against Westbrook. Russell passes to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Russell from long range. Rebounded by Covington.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Russell from long range. Connects from three-point range. Russell's got 9 points.
And, you know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Johnson against Covington. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight, and the basket is good. Culver's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
And that attacking mindset, when Culver sees an opportunity like that, he just grabs it. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's Towns missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
Free throw good from Harden.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl-Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They're in a terrific position now thanks to their flawless execution in the second quarter. Some excellent work offensively now has them up 11 at the break. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. James Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Culver. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in at the point. And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Russell against Westbrook. Pass to Towns. From the arc. That shot is off. And Houston the other way. Now Harden. He kicks to Westbrook. Harden left side. And the rejection by Towns. Green, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 9. Culver dishes to Russell. A three-pointer off the mark. The Rockets shooting for the game at 42%. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stop.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Beasley, the pass to Culver. Here's Towns, defended by Covington. Westbrook against Russell. Shoots from 14, and it's in there. Russell's got 11.
Guys, that was really nice work mixing in this shot. When Russell is squared up and shooting with confidence, which is most of the time, he can bury it.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Harden left side. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Russell. He's got 11. And the shot is good. 14 points for him.
Yeah, you see right there, Towns invites contact. Unafraid of it, looking for it, and he's able to score through it.
And the last 2 years, Karl Anthony Towns getting a rap as a bad defender. Clark, do you think that's fair to say?
You know what, Kevin? I don't think it's as fair as it once was. He's not nearly the defensive liability he used to be. He's better defensively one-on-one, and I think he's improved in his ability to switch and rotate on smaller players.
Stolen by Harden. One-on-one here. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Minnesota making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. And Harden with the stuff.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. And a change for the Timberwolves. Okogie's checked in for Malik Beasley. Outside, Russell. Here's Okogie, guarded by Harden. Okogie misses. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Here is Russell, following the score by Houston. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Down low, Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his third assist on the night.
Boy, you look at Russell repeatedly making plays around the rim. His imagination and creativity allow him to do so.
Now here's Carey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by Jarrett Culver. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 13.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And here's Culver. 10 points for him. Goes back up. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Outside, Russell. Here's Culver. Count that bucket. 12 points for him.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Outside, Westbrook. The pass to Carroll. Now, here's Tucker, defended by Towns. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 4. And here we go. And that one hits back iron. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Harden. 12 points for Jeff Green.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes it to Towns. And again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And the first one drops.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015, a future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Austin Rivers comes in for James Harden. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Green taking his time here. Pass to Carroll. Over Hernangomez. Rebound, Minnesota. Layman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Gordon's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Russell with it. Picked up by Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Solid job moving the ball. Carroll is a team player who doesn't allow the ball to stick in his hands. He moves it.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside, Russell. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now here's Rivers. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And McLemore kicks to Gordon. From beyond the arc and then some.
And Gordon has no fear, no hesitation, pulling from way downtown. Love seeing him knock down these deep bombs.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Rivers to the paint. Gordon kicks to Green. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Green's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, I love Eric Gordon as a combo guard. He's a multi-talented player who can play either guard position.
Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Outside, Towns. There's Russell with the 3. Carroll with the rebound.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Outside, Gordon. Now here's McLemore. He's tightly guarded. Here's Layman. 14 points for him. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after Eric Gordon's 3-pointer that didn't go. Up top, McLemore. He dishes it to Gordon. It's Carroll on the wing. Back to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. McLemore. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. So it's the Timberwolves now. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. And their road trip is only getting started as that's the 2nd of 6 for them. Minnesota calls timeout. Robert Covington's checked in for Houston. Cephalosha comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Timberwolves also changing it up. Omari Spellman has come in for Hernangomez. Johnson comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Beasley in for Russell. Now here's Towns. 16 points for him. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And here's a look at some numbers for Westbrook.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
That free throw, no good. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
And he's good on the second.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Shooting two.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. A two-point game. Left side, Covington. Towns with the steal. Johnson outside. Timberwolves passing it around. Tries again. And Towns with the lay-in good. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
Now here's Rivers. McLemore with the ball. Rivers passes to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Here's Covington. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to put a lot of pressure on their perimeter shooters if he can't convert those chances.
No good from Beasley.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Rivers from past the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves leading by 4. It's Beasley on the wing, defended by Gordon, and the pass to Towns. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In third, the Rockets.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Now here's Rivers. There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Towns with the steal. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points for Johnson.
And you know, the height of Towns gives him an advantage in seeing the floor so well. He's excellent at making these nice passes.
Rivers kicks to McLemore. To the middle. Stolen. Johnson with it. Now defended by McLemore. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Rivers finds Covington. Shoots over Towns. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Covington. .24 seconds left in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
McLemore. It's deflected, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Minnesota, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Rebounds and loose balls. We got to get them. We got to get them. Let's go. Let's go. Got to want a little bit more.
Greg, you can tell by his voice he wants his guys to give everything they've got right now.
No doubt, especially on the backboard. For them to secure this win, that needs to happen.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Rivers in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games. Well, you know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
The free throw drops for Rivers. And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers, but I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one is good by Beasley.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Harden scanning the floor. Covington kicks to Rivers. Passes it to Gordon. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
Minnesota leading by 8. Pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A nice shot by Rivers.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Culver passes to Johnson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Harden outside. The dish to Rivers. Back to Harden. A beautiful reverse layup. Harden's got 22.
I really appreciate how Harden handles contact, staying in control of his body, and tremendous balance.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Culver passes to Spellman. And here's Beasley. Outside, Towns. Here's Culver. Doesn't go for him. And Houston the other way now. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Rivers. And the layup's good off the glass.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Beasley kicks to Johnson. Back to Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. Russell, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And even with 1 miss, he's still able to stretch that to a 2-possession game. That is huge for them right now.
Rockets trail by 5. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Tucker with the ball. Towns on him. Harden inside the three-point line. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And it's Russell in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Rockets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Harden against Beasley. And the jam by Harden.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 3-point lead. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Rockets making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Now, here's Culver, defended by Gordon. Culver's shot is off.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from James Harden. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Culver. Defense right on him.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. He's not even been a factor.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Minnesota shooting in this game 45%. Pass to Towns. And rebounds again.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
Great night for Towns. Can hurt you from any spot on the floor.
Now here's Westbrook. Harden outside. Now the pass to Green. Clock at 6. Over Hernan Gomez. Shots good by Green. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And when Green is feeling it, keep getting him the ball. He can really score from anywhere from the floor.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Towns. Now a timeout called by Houston. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
And it's Gordon missing. Minnesota in the lead. Passes it to Culver. "13 feet away." Good on the bucket.
And for me, guys, this is an area that Culver should utilize more often, showing off that incredible feel with the jumper.
Harden the pass to Green. Over Hernangomez. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. Free throw good, Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Beasley, here we go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Beasley drops both of them. And so it's Houston with it. Outside Gordon. Here's Harden on the wing. Lets the three fly. Good on the triple. Harden's got 17 points here in the second half.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the fourth quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And the jam by Harden. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry
for the win. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. It's rebounded by Houston. Westbrook's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it out to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Harden has a wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Russell kicks to Culver. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Tucker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Count the basket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Beasley with the bounce pass. Outside, Towns. Westbrook against Russell. They need this. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Russell passes to Towns. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Houston.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And how about their post play? I mean, they're getting good offensive execution on the low block.
The free throw drops for Towns. He's perfect from the line this time. Houston leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. There's the lob to Harden. Timberwolves trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There's the pass to Culver. To tie it up. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Outside, Covington. And some nice passing there by Houston. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Pass to Tucker. To the inside. Got a hand on it. Floats one. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
And Green slams it in.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And Minnesota has possession. And the Timberwolves call time. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. .157 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Russell. Towns down low, guarded by Tucker, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 17 points here in the second half. Harden kicks to Covington, jacks up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Towns, finished off the break. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Outside Westbrook. Harden right side. The 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Culver. Back to Russell. Towns, the pass to Russell. Now Culver lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Shooting off the catch is about confidence. There, Culver demonstrating how it's done.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell with it. Westbrook picks him up. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. Towns sinks that one from the post. Towns has got 33.
Well, you got to do better to root Towns out of there. I mean, he's a really polished scorer inside.
Took him no time at all on that one. That's 36 points for James Harden.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 29 seconds left in the game.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
McLemore, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he makes both free throws.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's Rivers. His three-pointer's off the mark. And the foul called on Caboclo. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. To the wing on the left. Shoots from the baseline. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns, you look so calm on the block. What has that focus been like for you?
Just being patient, waiting for my shot to come, not really forcing anything, but also being aggressive.
And you do both very well. Thanks, Kat. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.